Hey creator, it's your team NOVL, and we're giving you 30 days of bite-sized tutorials packed with insider insight so you can learn how to use Shopify to host your content, monetize, and engage your audience like a pro.
Today we're going to dive into the ways you can create and share forms with Shopify using Shopify Forms and your theme's native contact form. Alright, let's get started and head to Apps, All Recommended Apps, and click the download button next to Shopify Forms. Now that Forms is installed, click Create Form, and let's take a look around. You can choose to create a pop-up form, which appears overlay your page content, or an inline form that appears within your page content. Let's choose inline so that we can add our form to a unique landing page with a shareable URL for social and give it the name Feedback. Awesome. Let's build out our feedback form. Our goal is to get more insight as to whether or not our audience would be interested in paid experiences. With that in mind, let's remove the title and text for more styling control when we add the form to a landing page. Then click Add New Field, select New Field, and choose Radio Buttons. In the label type, would you be interested in exclusive content? And add Yes and No as the options. Keep the display as Radio Buttons and update the orientation to horizontal. Also keep the Required and Store as Customer Meta field checked so that you can create customer segments based on your audience's responses, helping you identify who is interested in paid experiences. Then click Done. On your right, you can see a preview of the form with our new added question. Let's add one more field and click Add a Field, New Field, and then select the drop-down list. For the label, type, How do you prefer to interact with me? And for the options, put Newsletter, Comments, DMs, private groups, and live sessions. Keep the Required and Store as Customer Meta field checked, and then click Done. We can update the button label and the disclaimer text, choose whether to show a success message or redirect to another page. When showing a success message, you can also add a discount code. And if you choose to redirect to another page, you can include a link to the social account you intend to share the form or a link to a teaser of exclusive content that lives on your website. You don't have a lot of customization options, but we can update the typography to match our brand. Let's choose Trebechet for the headings and Lieber Franklin for the body. While each form comes with an ID and tag, you can add additional tags to help create customer segments. This is useful if you have more than one form, but want to combine the customers from both into one segment. You can choose to have responses sent to your email and set up a workflow that sends emails once the form has been submitted. If you haven't checked out our video on automation, make sure you do. All right, let's click Save so we can choose where to place the form. Since you want a new landing page for our form, click Create Landing Page next to New Landing Page. You can update the title and handle if you'd like, and then click Save. Now let's add the form to our landing page and go to the theme editor. In the templates section, let's add section, click Apps, and then Forms. Go back to the form app and copy the ID of the form. Then open the form section we just added in the theme editor and paste it in the form ID field. You should now see the form we created. We can change the text, button background and label, links, and error colors to match the theme. You can also change the text alignment and the positioning of the form, and we can add spacing. Let's bump the top and bottom padding to 50. Now that you know how forms are created with Shopify Forms and added to your website, let's also add the native theme contact form section for comparison. Notice how the contact form section has a more branded look and feel. So when should you add Shopify Forms over the theme contact section? It comes down to the type of information you want to collect and how you want to handle it. Shopify Forms lets you save responses to your form questions to your customer profiles using meta fields along with customer tags. This is useful when you want to create advanced customer segments. However, if you don't have a need to save information, such as for a Contact Us or a Request for Proposal form, where communication lives in email, the Contact Form section available in your theme is a great way to provide a more branded experience with similar available fields. Now that you know the difference, go ahead and copy the link to the form we just created and share it to start seeing what kinds of paid experiences you can offer your audience.
Well, that's a wrap. We hope you learned some things, and if you got questions, drop them in the comments. Until tomorrow, be novel.